What's up, people? I know I haven't uploaded in kind of a long time, so I'm doing a short video because the video to make a how to make a Papercraft T-bot is still being worked on. So I'm going to show you basically how to make an intro. With you don't need some of your, if you want like a normal intro of like maybe like one of those 3D animated loud spinny thingies as an intro. I'm okay with that. But I'm going to show you how to make a homemade intro. Is that like in yeah, I'm going to make my own intro. So all you will need is some beads. I would recommend Quixel. They're kind of like these things that dry if you spray water on them. Some tiles, like this. Like some walls too, maybe a flag. And of course, loads of characters. But I'm not saying you should use all of them, I'm just saying you should use some. Like, I have made this Toad, so I might use him. What else? I got Mara Simpson, I don't think I'm gonna use her. A Goomba, could be useful. Oh, why would you look? It's Sonic the Blurhog. We also got Mario, the homemade version. This one is not Quixels, just to say. Both of these are not Quixels. A way to differentiate between Quixels and the other company is by looking at what cubes they're made of. As you can see, this Mario one has some tiny holes on them, while this Toad one has completely smooth surfaces. So yeah, let's get the building. Don't have any of these things, of course. You can always go and create some, because Quixel actually gives you some tiles. Some tiles. Okay, yeah, this could work. Some tiles to build on. And so basically, if you want to create something or someone, you can just use these pieces with an array of colors. The only problem is you kind of need to slowly place them on, so this might take a bit of a while. But otherwise, yeah. I'm going to create a Blue Falcon. The Blue Falcon from F-Zero. Let me just get a picture of that so I have a reference. Of course, I will be putting one on the screen. So basically, right now I'm googling the image of the Blue Falcon, which is the spaceship racer thing that you can see on screen. For a bit of backstory, this is a video. This is like a spaceship racer thing, basically the future Formula 1 version in a game called F-Zero. This is basically like Mario Kart, but more futuristic. So yeah. It's time for the montage! So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to build the Blue Falcon, which was the spaceship you saw on the screen earlier. So I'd like to tell you how these works. If you're wondering why there are some with tiny square bumps in them, well, that's because there's a second type of Quixels, which is a 3D one. That's also why there's one with a hole in it. Basically what the ones with the bump mean is you can build them in 3D. That means 3 dimensions. But mostly I like to do it 2D, as you can see with the Goomba and the Toad in the background. So yeah. Okay, I kind of I just need to add a couple more pieces. And then I will be done with the first layer. Alright, I think I'm done with the first layer. Oh no. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, but I just said what I wanted to say, right? That's why I sewed off the toad, because he's flat. So yeah, basically what I'm going to try and do. There we go. Now I'm done with the first layer. Good job, past me. So basically, how these Quixels work, that to say is like most of them. Well, the Goomba. I'll tell you the Goomba one first. So I don't know if you can see the yellow, orange, white, and black Goomba in the background, but how he was made, he wasn't done made using Quixels. He was done made using another company. So basically, like what happened was like normally when you're doing that type of Goomba, what you do is they give you a special paper. Once you finish your thing, you put it like on one of these things, but with a paper. Which I forgot to do. And then use it for the Goomba one. This doesn't work on the other one, but like you're supposed to iron him, and then he gets dry. Oh, this is the pieces I'll be using for the window. So if you see any white pieces, it's from the window. And so like basically what is happening, and like for the toad in the background, and what I'm going to do with this one too. And then normally you're supposed to make them wet. And then you let it dry. And then it will magically connect, and then yeah. So I think I'm almost done. I just have like 2 more cubes to put in 1 more layer. So I'll let you enjoy the music. So yeah. As you can see, I am done with the body, and now I got to well, now I need to wet it and it will dry, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Start spinning. Start the speed test. Load the water squirter. Water squirter loaded. Ready to fire. Yes, sir. Ah! Did I even make it wet? I forgot to make it wet. Be right back. Okay, take 2 of spinning test wet thingy. I have no idea what this thing is called. Let's just go. Okay, normally you're supposed to spray it. Oh yeah, there's the action I was looking for. We're gonna come back on that.
15 minutes later.
Alright, this is probably second the Falcon. Blue Falcon. Still need some time.
1 hour later.
old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
In the wild. As you can see, she's leaving. She's going behind the bag, and we lost full contact of her. Whap!
2 very boring minutes later.
Hi Mario, thank you for coming. Your Falcon Fury is finally dry. Yay! The part where we're supposed to detach it with a paper, but since I forgot the paper, I will need to be doing it by bare hands. Let me just get another piece of paper. Hey past Tito, I'm future Tito, and it will not work. Even if you let it dry, it will not work. So having a paper is necessary, and if you forget the paper, you will need to start everything over again. So, even though I waited 30 minutes, which felt like 5 eternities, it did not work. So yeah. Be waiting for the other thing to finish. So I'll be starting to do the film right now, and once I need it, I'll have to use something else. I'm not forced to use Quixels and this. So yeah, starting the thing in 3, 2, 1. finished like doing the montage as you can see. So there is the beginning here, then there's the train, and then there's the end point there. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because that's going to be a surprise. So if you don't mind me, I'm going to make a movie right about. So basically, I'm using Zing Studios to make my stop motion, which is where I do all the stop motion. So yeah. So now I'm positioning the camera, which is one important thing you do. You don't want your camera to be moving halfway. So yeah. So basically I'm going to do like everything with multiple pictures, and if something needs to fall and I don't have support, I'm going to do something like... Oh yeah, I was expecting it to fall. There we go. To take multiple pictures of it. And then you're supposed to add like something moving, like slowly. I do it a bit quicker. So yeah, it doesn't take me like 5 days to make one stop motion intro, which I'm going to use in every video, but yeah. I'm moving it like practically just like one Mario at a time. And now it's going to be one square pace at the time, as you can see. Most of the time when you see stop motion, you don't see how I do it. This was a nice scenes for once. I think I'm trying to change the support. I don't really remember, but yeah. There we go. Now I need to stick him in one of the squares. Not sure, but I think Quicksouls had the idea of stop motion when they were creating their toys. So yeah. Normally in stop motion you're supposed to do what I'm doing times 20. That's like the beginning of the video. So ha! You need to wait. Why am I saying ha? I'm going to be showing it right now. In 3, 2, 1.